There we go. Good evening, loyal viewers. Oh, we haven't even started yet. We've already lost Red Dragon. Here we are, round 8 in Monaco. I'm just trying to get some information now about the weather, but apparently qualifying is wet. As we have a car leaving out on track now. Let's see. Let's find out what the race is going to be like, seeing as we've got full wet quali. Which is going to be a bit unfortunate for those people who have practiced in the in the dry all day. Finding out now. How is everybody in the chat? If we've got anybody viewing yet, since we have just started. Ah, there we go. So it looks like we're going to have a dry race. So these guys have got to decide whether or not they want to prioritise quali here or the race. Even though, let's be honest, it's 50-50 downforce either way. I don't think we do anything else at Monaco. I'm not sure we can do anything else here in Monaco. So, short qualifying tonight since we only have 13 drivers. Still summer, so a lot of people away on holiday or don't like Monaco. Which is unfortunate because Monaco's a great track. Monaco's a really fun track. I love Monaco. I mean, I think I now hold the record for the most front wings in a race. Given my performance on Tuesday, where it was all of like what? I pitted 9 times according to people. Everyone's trying to riot for dry weather. Evening, Socks. How we doing? Monaco's stuttering a little bit. Monaco's stuttering a lot. I seem to have this problem on Monaco. Greg was reporting the same thing on Tuesday as well. I'm not too bad, Socks. I'm not too bad. Excited for this race to see where it goes. Yes. So yeah, this should be a good race. I'm very excited for it. Top Gun, first out on a lap at the minute. Apparently, poor Chaz has had a problem. He put his settings on casual, so he had all his assists, and he couldn't change it, and then he left and retired. See, I'm on my Todd again. Yeah, I am. It's just me. All on my lonesome. Just Corgi by himself. This evening, as we get our first lap time, that guy with a 123.890. Sorry, we're just having to deal with a slight other problem. Sorry, I will be with all of you in a second. The conditions for the race, Socks, are dry. It's going to be a fully wet quali and then a dry race. Yeah, 15% rain for this race. Sorry, just trying to deal with another problem at the moment, but that should be fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, supposedly at this stage it's oh, you're on a 15 stream streak. Ah, that's a good point. I want to keep my streak. Um Evening Rids. Ah, it's alright. Um yeah, so sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Cool. Right, I'm gonna flick through now. Actually, pay some attention now that I've been handling that. So we've had a few people set lap times. We've got Cog Camper, Rich, Johnny B, Red Dragon, all having set times in a wet track. Okay. So, is it Monaco or Tokyo Drift up there? Oh yes, of course. Thanks, Rids. Yeah, we are. We are. This race is sponsored. £20 for the fastest lap in this race today. I believe it is the fastest lap. Yeah. Oh Jesus! Look at those cars going around in circles there. Oh, not in circles. Sorry, just kicking out the back end. As Björnbeest goes 122.1. Who did we just have cross the line? One of the Mercedes of ExoticPla1ns with a 122.6. I actually have a lot of idea what a good wet lap time is around here. Okay. But yes, again, sorry. Yeah, thank you very much to our sponsors, Rids and Goldilocks, for this £20 for today. Very slow Rich out there at the moment. Let's see. I'm very sorry. We've got a tiny little issue going on in the background at the moment. I'm trying to also deal with. Seeing as we've got a bit of an unfortunate happening here with one of our drivers. Chaz is unfortunately Chaz has unfortunately been retired out because he had a problem with the settings in the game, and we're trying to just sort out what we can do about it at this point. Sorry. Yes. Wet. People on multiple laps, people on multiple runs this evening. Willow does a 120. I don't know if it's drying up out there or if that's going to be a tyre making the difference here. I'll have a look. Everybody is running on inters at the moment with the exception of Red Dragon, who's done 4 laps on the wets, but I'm going to gather that it's not a particularly good track out there for the wets. We've got a few drivers on outlaps now as well. Rich has done 5 laps. Wee has done 6 on those intermediate tyres. He'll be burning off the fuel as those times come down. Oh, he's done 7 laps. We've got Björn in the pits. Who else do we have at the minute on outlaps? With fresh intermediate tyres. We've got Jakob, Felix and Johnny B, so we'll be able to see how well they do on these fresher tyres. I'm going to presume that the track has dried up a little bit. I mean, it is still wet actually, so I have absolutely no idea. We dives down to the pits now, presumably to put on another set of soft tyres? Presumably to stick on another set of... then we've got Red Dragon, who's pitted... well, I presume they're going to come out in a second now on these intermediates. Smaller Smiley is still yet to come out of the pits and do a lap. See, Cod Camper, I think I saw him having improved there, so he goes P3. And he's gone up again, improved again by another 5/10 on that lap. Very sorry for my intermediates, my intermediate attention at the moment. But you're going to have it entirely now because I'm putting my phone away because that is a problem I've sorted. On soft, he'd be the fastest in the tunnel at least. He'd be the fastest in the tunnel at least, sorry. Oh, yeah, somebody. Anybody on softs, because I said softs, didn't I? Yeah, I apologise. Smaller Smiley is now out of the pits and on his lap. DeflatedWee is now on an out lap as well. Willow, didn't see that, sorry, I missed that. 120.5 is currently at the top of the timing board. Jakob now trumps that with a 120.2. I like to think that the wet is capable of changing just about anybody's. Like, you can practice all you like, but once you get into the wet, it can really sort of level out the playing field a little bit. Given you have absolutely no idea, Jakob's going a little bit slower on this lap now than before. It's very easy to have a moment at this track, and unfortunately, mess things up a little. Cod Camper goes faster again. Through Sector 1. Willow is now starting a fast lap as well, so we'll see if he can make it to the top of the board there. Smaller Smiley just coming around the last corner now to start his lap. See, Monaco, I feel like all the drama is going to happen in the race. You gotta hope that Smiley can get this lap done well, because it is wet out there. You saw the rear end of that car slide as he went into turn 1. It's very easy to lose the rear end here in the dry, let alone the wet. Down into the... You know, I'm actually really bad for this because I feel like I should know more corner names, but all I know is Tabac, Sandoval. Obviously, you've got the casino and Mirabeau, and I'm really bad for it. I feel like I should know more of the corner names, being such an iconic track as Monaco is. Oh, and I'm not sure if that's me frozen, but I froze enough to catch Smaller Smiley clipping that wall, so that is going to be his lap over, which is unfortunate for him. But this track does notorious for PC players and having small freezes. Like we said, Greg had that problem the other day as well. Smiley goes 126, so he starts effectively at the back of the grid. I mean, he's still pushing. Who else is about to cross the line? We've got Felix to go P4. Who's this? This is Cod Camper. Goes P2. Exotic's currently on provisional pole. Next across the line, we've got... I think that was that guy. Yep. We've got the Mercedes of Björn crossing the line now. McLaren of Johnny B up next to go... Stays in P8. What do we have next? I think it's Willow next across the line. It is. Followed by Rich after that, who's on fully wet tyres. So I'll be interested to see what time he puts in. So Willow goes 118.6, and Rich doesn't go above P11. Red Wee's next across the line, and he goes P7, with Red Dragon taking the last place at P6, because I don't think, with all that front wing damage, Smaller Smiley's going to... Oh, he is 4 seconds up, so currently, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him through. I suppose the benefits of it being wet are that you're going slower anyway. Interesting camera angle. Let's see. Stays. Oh, goes up into P11. So I think he pipped Rich there. So let's see, what do we have? We've got Willow taking pole by 3/10, followed by Björn Beast, Plains, Camper, Felix, Red Dragon, that guy, Wee, Jakob, Johnny B, Smaller Smiley, Rich, and Chaz coming in P13 because of an unfortunate... and yeah! Oh my god, they did! The cars must be... Oh yeah, unfortunate. That's impressive. The two times, like, that is literally going to be teamwork incarnate right there. So now we've got our 5-minute break. Yeah, sorry. Very quick qualifying. I say quick. It's 18 minutes, but it seems to take forever to go by. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to be smashing any qualifying records here today. We might have a chance on Sunday. What's the bets then? Monaco is a track where literally anybody can win from any position, realistically, if they get lucky with a safety car or somebody happens to hit a wall and lose their front wing. What are our bets in chat? Who do we think is going to take this race for the win? Because Chaz last to first. You know what? I'd love to see Chaz go last to first. If Chaz can get a good result out of this, I mean, at the very least, being a bit further back, he's got nothing to lose if he doesn't make it up to pit and get those the £20 for that fastest lap. I think Björn will cook. I wouldn't be surprised. Willow, though, on a very good lap with a in the 118s, 3/10 clear of everybody else, almost 4/10. Demon is love, demon is life. Hasn't been this excited since Christmas. Mercedes double team. Yeah. You know what, actually, with the Mercedes right up front there, they've got a good chance to... Spark, the new front wing. I'm sorry, but, like, I'm challenging him for that title. I don't care what anyone says. I'm proud of it. The possibility that I could end up with that. I think I pitted 9 times. I think that would have meant I had 8 wings, because one of the times I pitted, I didn't get a new wing. Don't troll him because of it. You know what? Maybe I'm just not Twitch versed enough, and I just press the buttons and talk at people. But I have no idea how to set up those commands. Evening, Demon. We're doing good. Cheers. How are you? Oh, don't leave us. You can't go leaving. That would be sad. I have no idea quite what's going on. Evening, Sam. Just in time for the race. We've got for anybody who's missed it and just joining us now, we've got Willow on pole. Can he convert that pole to a win? That's going to be the question. We've got Chaz taking up the rear, right at the back. Rich decided to go on the wets for quite a while and ended up in P12. Smaller Smiley went out quite late and got a P11. Got the 2 Mercedes, I believe, in the next 2 spots. No, I'm not doing too bad, Sam. I'm not doing too bad. You know, I've not noticed that before, Sun God. The no smoking sign above there. I want to know if that's there in real life now, because that would be attention to detail, you know. Here we go. Our 5 minutes are up, so now we've got our formation lap. There we go. Yeah, there's the 2 Mercedes in P2 and 3. Let's have a gander at our tyres. Rich is going on the softs, so that's an interesting strategy. Are we going to have him going soft hard? It's doable here. It is doable here. As well, Willow really floors it to get around this lap as quickly as possible and get on with the race. The 2 RBs, which both set identical lap times in qualifying. We don't have any team pairs this evening. Unfortunately, we've just got what? The Mercs, the Racing Bulls, the V-Carb, and the Houses, I believe. I think those are our only sets of teammates this evening. Most of the grid is in a Haas sandwich. Hard stuff forever, don't they? I don't know, honestly. Socks, I can't tell you. Hards can basically do the whole race. Cheers, John. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea because I didn't use the hards for very long on Tuesday. What with I've just noticed that Chaz is disqualified. Was it like that at the start? Or Did he do the thing where he hit the thing and then he did that? Did this? Nope, that's not happening. Cool. Oh, looks like we managed to bump out of his box. So, are we going to get a good camera angle into turn 1, I wonder? Lights out. Everyone's off. Chaz is here, fortunately. Down into turn 1. I can't see. Looks like there was a bit of contact there, but I'm not seeing any. Oh, lovely. I get to inspect everyone's front wings. Doesn't look like anyone's got any damage there, but Smaller Smiley's down and Chaz is up 4 places. My lord. Looks like Felix, he's missing an end plate. So now he watches all the cars. Oh, a bit of bumping going on there from that guy into the side of Red Dragon. Jakob makes up a place. Drinking wine, so no yardness for you. Yard, I'm watching this. Oh, so here we go. 39 laps of Monaco. This is the harbour, in case nobody's familiar with the harbour. It looks like Willow has already got a bit of a lead. ExoticPla1ns is second behind his teammate. Are we going to see any moves on down into turn 1? I don't think we are from the top 3. They are not close enough. But if anyone's going to make a move, I feel like it could be Chaz. Chaz doesn't. No moves on this lap. In like one of the 2 overtaking spots that we have on this track. All eyes on. All eyes on. Oh, looks like a McLaren's gone round and my game has frozen briefly. This Johnny B is now sliding down the track backwards. That's convenient. Straight into the corner, into the runoff. I don't like these camera angles it forces it to have. I want the off-board. There we go. Thank you. It's hard to focus on anything when you've got all these when it goes onto a different camera angle and you get forced. Beyond Exotic controls, that if they can compete with Willow, it's something special. That's true. Being on wheel does give you quite the advantage here at Monaco with such tight corners. Go. As that guy... Is it that guy? Yeah, that guy peels off into the pits. Oh, Jakob making a move on Red Dragon. Oh, what a move! Oh, what a fantastic move. They kept that together and that was pretty clean. Smaller Smiley is now right up on the backside of Rich, and I imagine Rich's tyres are going to be starting to go off a little bit. The softs do not last very long, so we're already on lap 3, so the medium soft crossover is going to be happening probably about now. That guy damaged. That guy got damage at the start, I believe, but I think he's only just pitting to get it repaired now. Probably was hoping he could go a bit further on those medium tyres and outlast it. Red Dragon and Jakob pretty close. Not close enough for a move down here, though. Oh, Chaz is very close to the rear wing of DeflatedWee. Oh, bit of wall contact there. Gotta be careful you don't do that too many times, otherwise you will end up with a damaged front wing. So I'm all too familiar. This seems like our best chance for an overtake here, but dropped off just a little bit. It's nuts, really, that you get 0.2 of a second here. Is not a lot of distance, but it can be so hard to overtake people. Even with that DRS open. I mean, Red Dragon, I believe, didn't have DRS on Jakob in front. That defending has set him back a bit now. The gap now, Willow is off with Björn just behind him. But ExoticPla1ns 3 seconds behind his teammate. But this is Monaco, so we could see a safety car at any moment. um, we've got conversations about wine going on. Not a wine man myself, more of a cider guy. But I'd take my hats off to anybody that can sit there and watch a race with a glass of red wine in their hand. Is we going to be able to make a move here? He just a bit too far back. These three here are in their own little race, but I think the battle with Red Dragon is going to be slow. Oh, they're getting closer though. Is we going to make a desperate dive down here? Can he? Is he close enough? I don't think he is. But Felix, Felix has dived off into the pits. Is that front wing damage? I'll wait for it. It is front wing damage. Oh, I don't want the onboards. Just want to see the cars from the outside. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Is we going to do it? Oh, he's gone out, but he's not going to make it. He's not going to try it. And Chaz is our first with track limits warnings. A 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate. Oh, but he is also missing an end plate. Chaz appears to be missing an end plate, but he is right up the back of everyone else. But Smaller Smiley has been able to catch up with the back of this pack now, thanks to Rich pitting for those hard tyres. He can go to the end here on those. See a bit of front wing damage on Wee as well. No, he is 100%. Oh! Oh, that was gutsy there. Monaco has killed or injured many a wing. This is a track where I wouldn't want to be the person financing an F1 team. Put it that way. I wouldn't want to. Well, actually, if I was Lawrence Stroll, I wouldn't have to really worry about that because rear wing is probably, front wing is probably pittance. But yeah, Smaller Smiley caught up with the back of these guys. Everyone else is just sort of really quite far apart. The only battle really going on here is for P6 with DeflatedWee, Chaz and Smiley if he can catch up a little bit more. Who pays for the damage in the league? Comes out of Padge's bank account, personally, I imagine. I imagine Padge is personally responsible for paying for all of these front wings. I mean, if that is the case, then he pits now for his front wing replacement and new tyres. If Padge can afford it, yeah, I mean, I set him back 8 front wings on Tuesday. We making that move on Red Dragon around the outside. That's a fantastic move. This is a hard track, and that seems to have slowed Red Dragon down enough now that Smaller Smiley can catch up with him. Smoke coming off all those tyres as people get those little lockups going into the corners. It was a fantastic move, 10-10. That's kind of... You know what, though? I expect it from Wee. Wee has got guts when it comes to Monaco. Some of the moves that he is willing to brave are impressive. And Red Dragon with a 3-second time penalty for those track limits. That is so unfortunate. But he is also a controller as well, so... Oh, excuse me. He did not get a speeding penalty, 10-10. That is as I will show you now, that's a 3-second penalty for track limits. I think he got it, well, the only place you can really get it here is at the hairpin, or turn 1. But it was at the hairpin. So, only 3 seconds for him. Imagine Red Dragon has burnt off his battery there, trying to keep Smaller Smiley off. But that battling between those two there has given Wee the chance to get a few seconds ahead. About a second, actually. Not a few, a second ahead. But he has got 3.5 seconds to go to catch up with the next car. An audio glitch. Oh, give me a second, I'll check something, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I can see why, actually. I can see why. The bitrate's quite low. It must have reset when I swapped over and I didn't change it. It didn't start the way it just changed. Oh, okay. I'm not sure then. I'm very sorry. Sounds fine to me. If it does become annoyingly persistent, I can quickly restart the stream. Oh, a smaller smiley. Oh, he's right up on the rear wing there of Red Dragon. Oh, okay. Whatever I did, I fixed it. I don't know what I did, but I'm glad I did. I was right up close to Red Dragon there, and I guess just that dirty air off the car in front. But that's given Wee his breakthrough to start catching up on the cars in front. And we'll go through and just see what... Oh, that's unfortunate for ExoticPla1ns. 3 seconds. That would effectively put him safely in P4 at the minute. Smaller Smiley has dropped off the back of Red Dragon. Our only real on-track battle at the minute, because everybody else is just sort of spread out across. Particles, you love them. Yeah, I mean, I don't have them on when I race, so I don't. I only get to see them when I stream. I put them on for the benefit and pleasure of our dedicated and loyal fan base here. That was a joke. It did lock up, and that's a great pun. This is why you need Marlboro for some of his more creative and exciting puns. I just like how the particles just stay there though for ages. It's just like random smoke. Ah, BM Beast with his first 3 seconds as well. So Willow seems to be keeping it quite clean at the moment. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't turn off the. I turn off the smoke for when I race. I don't turn it off when I stream. I just hate seeing the. I hate. Oh, that looked like an end plate to me. That was an end plate. So now Smaller Smiley has. There we go. As he makes that move into the pits now. Good time for you to get front wing damage, I feel. Because you can get that new front wing and then crack on. Although Rich has made up the time, he's now 11 seconds off of where Smiley was. So let's see what the gap is going to be to Dragon. 13 seconds. He's managed to make up about 10 seconds on those hards over the last 6 laps. We've got a little battle happening here between that guy and Chaz. And I think if Chaz manages to keep the pouring... John, right, well, if you're listening, stay out of the barrier for once. I mean, we can follow on board with Willow for a bit and see how many how much of a barrier he, how many times he manages to hit the barrier and or stay out of the barrier. But he nicely qualified P1 here, so he has got that fantastic on-track advantage, that position. This is where I just had to watch and learn for Sunday. How do you do Monaco without hitting into things? Look up there. I imagine we're going to be sitting a pit stop pretty soon. But Rich, I believe, has definitely undercut. Well, he's up into P7 now, having undercut Wee. So that effectively took him from P11 to P7. So not a bad undercut all in all. So I imagine Wee, having pitted earlier than those cars in front, should get a good undercut himself. Definitely come out in front of Dragon, probably come out in front of Jakob. If these guys are following the in-game pit strategy, I think they'll be pitting in about 3 laps. So Chaz right up on the gearbox of DeflatedWee. However, Wee does have that tyre advantage. Just comes down to pure skill now. I don't know what Chaz uses, whether it's a wheel or a controller, but oh, these two are close together. I know Wee is on controller, so does Chaz have score going to be all about the exit out of here? 4/10 behind. I don't think that's going to be enough. It is not. Bit of a back end slide there, but kept it under control. Chaz is on wheel. Cool. Cheers. Well, that's going to be interesting then. Watching these two battle it out for P8. I'm going to see quite a few undercuts happening now here. That Rich is only 10 seconds behind Dragon, which puts Wee at 11 seconds behind Dragon. Is it what? Probably a 20-second pit stop here? That's pretty standard. So that'd put them in P5. Put Wee in P5 quite tidily. Yeah, Rich and Wee fighting for P5. Chaz is much closer this time, but this is where he was close last time, and a poor exit. Oh, wow, okay. 3/10. Slipstream, battery, DRS. Wee's flashing, and they're going to make a move for it. Oh, they come together. But that's just going to have Wee. Oh, that's a Perez-esque moment there. And Chaz is burning his battery out. Oh, this is some. Oh! And that is unfortunate. Those two came together. That is just... Oh, that's some hard racing through that part of the track. And it's not surprising as we get... Oh, that's a horrible place to get a 3-second time penalty. Well, Chez is going to be a bit disappointed by that now. It's going to be another pit stop and a new front wing. Because I think that front wing has taken quite a bit of damage. Yeah, it's not looking very healthy. Oh, however, ExoticPla1ns has... Oh yeah, they're pitting. Oh, a yellow flag. I believe that's probably from Johnny. Seeing as that was the McLaren slowed down. Wing damage? I don't know, I can't look. I'm banned from looking. Because these are my only 2 camera angles apparently. And that's a new camera angle. Oh, I hate it when it automatically changes these for you. There we go. Front wing damage? I just can't tell. Yeah, there we go. Finally. We're starting to make ground now on... There we go. Johnny B has retired from the session, which is a shame. He had his tyres were 11 laps. Oh, did he pit? Oh, he pitted at the start of the race as well, I think. So yeah, that would be a unfortunate place to go. No real on-track battles at the minute. Everyone just cruising along nicely, trying to catch up with the people in front of them. It's going to be all about the strategy now as Björn Beast pits for hards. Comes out of the pits. He's going to stay a comfortable P4. And Red Dragon still hasn't pit. But 20 seconds is going to put him down the order now. Him staying out on those tyres for that long is gutsy. Björn could make a real... If he gets a good couple of laps in here, he could really push it on Willow, who I imagine we're going to see coming into the pits this lap. Well, Smiley pitted. Did he pit for a new front wing? No, he's just cruising along there with a bit of front wing damage. That's fine. Ah, Johnny B had rear wing damage. That is unfortunate. It doesn't take a lot to have rear wing damage on here. Little like tap and that's enough there to get your rear wing busted. So Weir's now caught up on the back of Rich. That tyre delta is starting to make a bit of a difference now. Softs didn't gain him as many positions as he wanted. But he carried on. It's a hard track to carry on with front wing damage as Willow goes into the pits now. Oh, that guy has gone around. Very easy to do it there, bumping the rear wing, or bumping your rear wheel into the wall, I imagine. Is Jakob pits now for his hard tyres. Red Dragon is staying out. There was an explosion of debris there, but I think it was just a light touch. I think Wee's wing is still intact. Oh, it's a big slide from Rich. That's going to be all that Wee needs now to get down the inside and take that place off him. There we go. There's our fastest lap of the session so far, 1:10.4. Which puts Chaz in for the contention for that lovely £20 note. £20 gift card. I don't imagine Rids or Goldilocks is sending out a £20 note in the post. Probably not. So, just about getting to the halfway mark in this race now. Where Willow is still out in front, with BMB's just behind. Cod Camper's finally coming in to pit. Dragon is still out. Oh no, he's not. There we go, he's pitting. An on-track Monaco overtake. We've had a couple, to be fair. We've had some really good overtakes on this track. Around the outside, at the top of the hill here, seems to be a pretty popular place to go. Wee is now pulling away from Rich. Those older tyres are going to start. Who is on the fast lap so far? It's currently Chaz. Oh, wrong button. I'll pop up the fastest lap now. Yes, so it's currently Chaz with a 1:10.4. Or BRTCM21 if you're on Xbox or the Discord. It just shows differently on here because EA question mark. ExoticPla1ns with another 3-second time penalty. Let's take a look at who's got what penalties. So it's Beyond Beast with 3 seconds. ExoticPla1ns with 6. DeflatedWee with 3. Red Dragon, Smiley, Chaz and Felix all on 3 seconds themselves. Oh, is COD going to be able to make this happen? Brakes a little bit later. Oof, just gets through there, neither damage, just a bit of contact. That's it, no real damage. That's what you want to see. Or at least, not that I can see on his car. Yeah, it's in the game. Can't remember. I've forgotten if I've said something that's triggered that now. I apologise. Red Dragon, 0.7 seconds behind that guy. Red Dragon's got to make... Oh wow, almost bumping the rear of his car there. He's got to make a good bit of place on that guy for newer tyres. Willow sets a new fastest lap with a 1:10.2 on the hards as well versus Chaz's on the mediums. And nobody's really got DRS around this track at the minute, except maybe Jakob, who, if he gets a better exit out of here than Rich, is going to probably be able to take this place. It was close. Is he going to make a dive? He's going to make a dive. He locks up a little, but he makes it stick and just narrowly avoids EA question mark. Oh yeah. There we go. Natured alloy on Small Smiley. But he's sticking with it. Red Dragon. Oh, it's Johnny B finally leaves the session after watching for a while. Bye, Johnny. Oh, Chaz is getting balls. Oh, that is unfortunate. Smiley was a bit further ahead there. Chaz probably should have tried that move. So that has resulted in Smiley getting front wing damage. It's pretty unfortunate there. He's lost quite a bit of time to Chaz there. So Smaller with 18 laps to go. Yeah, he might have been ever so slightly alongside, but he was not far enough forward to warrant room down the middle of that down that corner. That's going to be dicey. Is that guy pits? Front wing damage? Yeah! Smiley, go for the fastest lap if you're listening. Pit and go for the fastest lap. He's pitting. What's he going to do? He's not going to retire, because otherwise he would have done that by now. What's he going to do? What tyres are going on this car? Since this is all the action that's going on track at the minute. And I'm not allowed to see. I'm banned. Softs, he's going for that fastest lap! At this point, I suppose you're in it for the 20 quid, aren't you? So even if you don't finish in the points, you get 20 quid out of it. As Rich takes a 3-second time penalty. I believe that is smaller, has been... They've been lapped now. So whether or not they'll be able to unlap themselves... be a bit of a push. Those soft tyres are going to go off pretty quick. Too early for softs to go to the end, yes, but remember, Smaller does have 2 sets of softs. So, if he wants either the race record or even the or even that lovely £20 gift voucher that our loving sponsors Rids and Goldilocks are giving us, then we, you know, there's something in for it. Probably a bit too far out of the way for points now, unless Felix gets damage or that guy gets damage. That guy clears Felix quite nicely. Felix is on 17 lap old tyres. Not entirely sure what the strategy he's going on here is, but I suppose if he started on the hards, which I think he did, they're going to be wearing off a little bit now. Although those mediums are definitely going to be dead. They're going to be deader than dead. What do we get to see here from anybody else? I mean, Willow's ahead. Willow's nicely ahead at the moment. He's got no damage. He hasn't got any penalties yet. So this race is currently his to lose. One mistake and it is over for him. Because if he has to pit now, he probably will not he probably will not recover that. I think ExoticPla1ns and Smiley battle it out on track there. Monaco's an awkward one for that. Are we going to see Smiley? See, yeah, that's it. Like, you can easily end up in front of the next car if you got the right tyre delta. Felix has pit for another set of medium tyres. I suppose he could do that. And he could go to the end on these as well now. He had those hards at the start. Smiley crosses the line but doesn't get the fastest lap yet. So we've got Smaller and Felix fighting on track now for this last position. But they're both ghosting because they're just a little bit ahead of Exotic. This is an awkward one with Monaco. It happened with me last season with John in NA, where I could sort of just about stay up behind them. But I wasn't really... You know, the blue flags are being shown, but they're not really catching you. They're just within that time distance. So it's an awkward one on Monaco. No, because in real life that wouldn't be a problem, would it? Because you'd be on... You physically have to move out of the way for your car. Oh, although that looks like a... spun Smaller. Was that as a result of contact with Felix, or was that a result of contact with Felix, or is it just he's definitely got front wing damage now though? No, he doesn't. He does not have front wing damage, so it's probably not contact. Oh, he's got front wing damage now though. There's the end plate. Oh, nice catch though. I think that's his race over. Yeah. So, not in it for that one. The commentator's curse. Yeah, maybe. I'm not a superstitious man, though, so I don't know. So now we've got everyone on the track sort of just spread out far apart from one another. There's not really anything happening. Everyone's a bit further apart. No one's really going for any kind of fastest laps. It's just become a kind of mundane Monaco now, where people are just out on the track themselves, effectively just practicing. How's everyone cracking on with this race? I apologise that it is not the most entertaining. Uh, 81 drivers just sort of cracking on with the race, getting on with their bits. There's a few penalties, quite a few penalties out there actually. But Monaco, I don't suppose it's really that well known for its track limits. I suppose it depends on how you pull your lines about. But what we need now is the safety car. I don't know if the commentator's curse can generate safety cars, but we need a safety car now for there to be some actual racing happening again. Although, to be fair, Red Dragon is starting to catch up on Rich a little bit. We've still got 12 laps to go, so I think Rich's tyres... Yeah, see, now he's off into the pits. So we're not going to see any racing there. He's got front wing damage, and he's popping onto the softs, which I suppose you could take to the end of the race. You might be risking it though. But you feasibly could take them to the end of the race here. Everyone's in it for that 20 quid. So, yeah, unfortunately those two Mercedes sucks. They're not, Chaz says front wing damage. Two Mercedes haven't really carried it to the top like we were hoping. Willow seems to have this race pretty much in the bag. Yeah. Not entirely sure what there is to do at this point, other than just occasionally switch cars to see them going around. Although I suppose if we wanted to talk real F1 news, I'm quite invested in this Adrian Newey stuff, honestly, and his move to Aston Martin, and Lawrence Stroll sniffing around Max Verstappen. So, be an interesting one to see Max go to Aston and Adrian Newey making a powerhouse out of their team. But it's plausible. Although Adrian Newey does get paid more now than Fernando Alonso. Well, I say now as the rumours have it. I don't know whether or not there's much ground to those rumours or not. But yeah, we'll see where they go. Yeah. Is everybody enjoying this race? Is everybody having a good time? I wanna... Is this going to be the lap? I think this should be the lap. If Rich is going, that he should put it in. It could be better. It could be better. The 81 crew today have just done their own thing. Everyone's spread out a little. What did Rich set a 10.6 on those softs? Willow with a 10.2, which is quite far ahead of quite a few people. Everyone's so far back at the minute from Willow. I mean, if Willow pits now, he's gonna, for any reason, he'll oh, you have a yellow flag. That's Chaz. Chaz is out. We have a VSC. Something is happening, everybody. We have got a thing. A thing has happened. Chaz is out of the race. But it's only a VSC. So I don't think nothing's really going to happen here. Although, in theory, we've got a Red Dragon pitting. He can pit quite safely here. I don't think Willow's got... Willow could, actually. Willow could pit if this VSC persists until he gets to the pits. He could pit and take on a new set of tyres. He should probably have another set of mediums floating around. So, he could pit, put on a new set of mediums here, but he's not going to. Take them to the end of the race, and probably sit out that penalty from Beast as well. So Red Dragon is now a second behind that guy, so you should be able to make that place up with that tyre delta. The fastest lap is still currently Willow. Rids, we've got him on there with a 10.2 at the moment. We had attempts from... Oh, Beast is going for it now. We did have some attempts from... oh, can he keep ahead of Wee here? Oh, they're going to be battling right up into the corner here, but we backs out. I don't think there's going to be a lot on there for those... yeah, they're going to be going... He's going to be able to do a lot with those against those soft tyres, even just out of the pits. So yeah, just one more time. Willow has the fastest lap with a 10.2. Just in case you missed it. Non-finishers don't get it, no. No, a few people made attempts there, but they didn't quite make it. Willow's still up there though with the 110.2. So you've got to finish to win it. Rich could probably still pit and do it. That guy could pit. Sorry, Jakob could pit quite safely in front of that guy. So, and he's come out with plenty of time ahead to get that fast lap. That's what I want to see. I want to see everybody just swapping onto mediums now to try and get that fastest lap. And Beast has already pulled a 4-second gap to DeflatedWee. But that's the risk you run here, because those soft tyres will wear off after a while. And the hards will probably last a little bit longer. Oh, Red Dragon with another 3 seconds. So even if he makes up that place on that guy, I don't he'd have to push pretty hard, because that brings his penalty tally up to 6 seconds now. Yeah, 6 seconds. So he'd have to push pretty hard to try and make that gap up. DeflatedWee just a little bit ahead of Codcamper here, although these two are still quite close. This is the only battle action we're going to see on track at the minute. But thinking about final finishing positions, the only way to swap around at the minute is it's a bit of a attempted move there from Red Dragon on that guy. There you go. BMB sets a 109.5, so he has that fastest lap now. Willow can pull out a bit more of a lead over Exotic, who has, what was the tyre, what was his penalty? 6 seconds. So Willow could feasibly pit now, and still win the lead with, still win the race if he went onto softs. As long as there were no accidents. But I suppose it depends on what you care more about here, the £20 or the points. I mean, I imagine these guys... Oh, there we go. That good exit there from Red Dragon. But he's got no battery. And that guy has more. I imagine Red Dragon has just been burning that battery off to try and catch up with him as we gets another 3-second time penalty. It's a hard oh, he's going to make a dive. Oh, but that guy locks up. Ambitious move there from Red Dragon. I mean, that guy's not really lost out, fortunately. It was car ghosted, so he just drove through him. But that Red Dragon, that's an ambitious move. You're going to have to... If you're going to make dives, you have to make sure you do not come into contact with the car ahead. And that there is an awkward place to go for such a dive. A real awkward place. Because as that other car turns in, and they're going to turn in, you've got to be careful you don't clip their rear wheel. Because if you do, if you're just up on them, you're far enough back. It's going to be your fault. Cod Camper catching up with DeflatedWee. As Beast has actually caught up with his teammate. My question here is, are they going to let one another past? Because Beast is definitely on the fresher tyres. Has opened his way. His teammate is going to let him go. His teammate has let him pass. I mean, that's a smart move, right? Cod Camper bips Wee. Right at the start, I imagine we must have had a moment there. I need more eyes. Though, ExoticPla1ns could be carried forward a little bit by Beast, but that gap to Willow is just... he's in another continent at this point. He's practically already starting the next race. Let's everyone spread out again. That guy just can't catch up and compete with Red Dragon with that tyre delta and 9 laps. Thing is, now that Beast has caught up, I believe they've only got 3 seconds worth of penalties. Yes, so Willow pitting now would actually be quite risky. Not that he's going to, obviously, but I'd like to hypothesize here because it gives me something to do. So as it stands, our fastest lap runner is currently Beast with a 109.5, I think. Yes, and I think that's also the fastest lap record, or the race record as well, maybe possibly potentially. Let's see. I know Padge mentioned it earlier on, so could have just gone for the records. Our lap record is a 1:10.1, so that will give Beast that new fastest lap record. That guy's retired from the session. Not in the pits either, but on the track. Can we see where he is from? Yeah, he's just at the very top of the road there. Rich is the next car to go by, so let's see. Oh, the car's gone now. Bye. Looks like he must have went off and hit the wall. It does annoy me ever so slightly that you get to a point in the race where you won't get it, or you won't get those points. Not points, rather. Safety car. Wee has pitted for soft tyres. A lap ago, I imagine now. So this is going to be his shot at the fastest lap. He's got a lot less fuel than. He's got a lot less fuel than Bjorn Beast would have had on his. Is that what you did on Tuesday, Socks? You went off into the wall. Let's keep an eye on this lap. Purple first sector. Can we not only do this, but if he gets a faster lap, he will set the lap record. So we've got a full battery, but he's burning it down through the tunnel. I can't remember if the game gives you a faster lap if you get a track limit when you're doing it. But it really seems to be keeping it clean. I think that was a purple middle sector as well. So if we can kill this last part, I believe he'll be able to get that fastest lap record. Here he comes to the line. Not enough! Ah, a 109.6, so he's 1/10 off that fastest lap. ExoticPla1ns has now taken the place back off of Bjorn Beast. And I think Felix is pitted now for the soft tyres as well, so he's going to make a go. But if he's been lapped... No, he'll have a lap to do it. He'll have the lap to do it. He pitted on 37, I imagine, with those on 0 now, so... And yeah, Wee's already 5/10 down on his last time, so from sector 1. As Willow... As we're on the last lap now, Willow has crossed that line. Felix should be able to make it to the line in order to get a shot at the fastest lap, and if he stays where he is, he's going to get DRS here as well. As Jakob just lets him by. Oh, look. Yeah. Can he do it? Would have had DRS down that straight, I think. Forgot to look. Can he get that fastest lap? Rich is taking it quite far though on those 11 lap old soft tyres. I suppose this is the thing with Monaco, if you can just sort of do alright, you may well be able to... Let's go to the fastest lap for the end of this race, because I don't think anybody's changing positions anytime soon. 109.5 for Bjorn Beast currently. Willow's crossed the line to finish. Willow has won. Quite a straightforward race for Willow. I think he tapped the wall there. How's Felix cracking on with this? 3/10 up on his fastest time, but that's not enough. Or is it actually? If he can get a good last sector, he might just be able to pip it. Just be able to. And he... Oh, he doesn't know there's a whole second out of there actually. No, ignore me entirely. Oh, there we go actually. That's the end of the race. Well, almost. Just got to wait for Red Dragon to cross this line and then we're done. That was a race. That was Monaco. A great deal of opportunities here for anybody. But Willow raced hard there. He did very well at this track to take P1 and no penalties either, though I will be checking to see if he got any warnings. Yes, I will get Bjorn to message Goldilocks on Discord. That's it. I don't need to be watching all those bits, so here we go. Yeah, Bjorn Beast there with a 109.5. Willow takes very commanding lead of this race. I want to know if you got any warnings at all. 1, 2, all very close there to that 3-second penalty. Great lap from people. That guy was 4 laps behind though. But everybody... Oh no, of course he was, because he didn't. But he technically classified because he did 90% of the race distance. So congratulations to all of our... I think everyone's a winner at Monaco if you managed to get it finished. It was a great race. Cheers, Rids. That was a hard one to commentate on because nothing was going on. 47 minutes of just Monaco. And a very well-deserved win to Willow. Pole and the race win. So, yeah, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We'll see you again on Sunday for Monaco. Yeah, of course it's Monaco because that's where we are now. Have a great one, everyone. Good night. I'll keep that in mind, Rids. We'll pass on the Night Monaco. That's the second person who said it now, so yeah. And I'm going to jump off now before Sox takes my win away from me on Sunday. Have a great one, everyone. Have a good night.